Growing up on Staten Island, Carl Ettlinger formed lifelong passions for sailing and skiing. In high school, he was a gifted student and athlete. In college at UVM, he was the starting fullback, but he took every opportunity to hitch a ride to ski at Stowe. After college, he joined the Army and served for 2 years as a second lieutenant, with a tour in Vietnam in 1967 as a tactical combat engineer, receiving a Bronze Star for his valor. Returning to UVM, he completed his master's in mechanical engineering while serving in the Vermont National Guard, where he helped create the first permanent biathlon training center. It led to his master's thesis on tibia fractures, attributing them to failures of the ski boot binding system due to boot ski friction, incompatible ski binding combinations, and inappropriate calibration of the release system. He created the first successful AFD anti-friction device, and in the early 1970s established Vermont Ski Safety Equipment, the world's leading laboratory for testing, designing, and analyzing snowsport equipment. He created the Vermont Release Calibrator and helped the American Society for Testing and Materials form a committee on snow skiing. Beginning in 1977, Carl was the technical delegate to the ISO, International Standards Organization, resulting in consistent procedures being promoted by all binding technical manuals. The resulting standards are reflected in boot sole dimensions, binding release setting methods, and together with the development of Teflon AFD, virtually eradicated tibia fractures. In 1972, in conjunction with SIA and NSAA, and continuing for 43 years, he launched the first nationwide ski mechanic workshops, yearly training some 2,000 ski mechanics, dramatically improving the professionalism of retail and rental technicians. In 1992, Carl established Vermont Safety Research to develop an ACL injury prevention program, and Snow Country magazine dubbed him Knight of the Knees. For over 20 years, Carl was the technical editor of Skiing magazine, contributing more than 100 feature articles. He also wrote or co-authored some 70 peer-reviewed journal articles and abstracts, most in collaboration with his longtime friends and colleague, Dr. Jasper Sheely and Dr. Robert Johnson. Then Carl and Dr. Johnson created the Sugarbush Study, providing the world's leading ski injury data.
Probably the main thing that's come out of the study has been the development of standards based on this information to help write standards of how equipment should be designed and function.
The phantom foot ACL is the most common mechanism of ACL injury, and it involves a lever system. This leverage produces a stretching of the anterior cruciate ligament in the center of the knee. Going to a really short ski kind of amputates that phantom foot we talked about.
Recognized with a lifetime of awards and titles, it's Carl's fierce dedication to the cause of skier safety that we honor tonight. A researcher discovering methods to reduce ski injuries, the production of testing devices, establishing design standards, producing training workshops, all to improve shop practices. Carl Ettlinger's legacy is a safer sport.